Hey gang, and welcome to part 2 of my advisement video. And so as you can see, what I'm going to do is we're going to walk through that Associates of Arts graduation checklist. Now if you're doing the Associates of Science, you can follow along. It's the same basic process, but you'll notice there's some just key differences about the different sections and how many courses of each you're required to take. If you're going to Associates of Arts, there's slightly different requirements versus Associates of Science. For our nursing majors, the only really big difference is going to be that one extra math course. But if you're going into the marine science or into wildlife and fisheries, then you'll need to make sure you have the Associates of Science. And the process again is the same. So we're just going to do this one as an example, and I have two different pens here I'm going to write with, and you'll see why in just a minute, but you'll need one of these as well. Now, if you're at home and you don't have a printer, you don't have to print one of these. You can pull up a copy of the one I have linked for you, and then just recreate that on a scratch sheet of paper. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just something to help you organize it and keep up with all the stuff as we go. But again, for me, the really big thing is the two different colors. And I'm going to use one for courses that we haven't yet taken, and we're going to use the other one for courses that we have taken. So let's just kind of role play this out. I'm going to suggest that, hey, you're a student, you've been here for a couple of years already, and you're getting close to graduation. There's only a few classes you'll have left to take. So I've pulled up on the screen, as you can see, the Pre-BSN course list. We're kind of going to run through this. We'll say, for example, this student's transferring to USM. So they'll pretty much need all of the courses that are on the Pre-BSN course checklist. And they've been here for a couple semesters already, so let's go ahead and start. So if they were to come into my office, I would pull one of these a checklist out. Hey, are you going? Where are you going? I'm going to USM. Okay, cool. Have you looked through all the courses? Yeah, I've looked through all the courses. Okay, well let's go through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you if you've taken the course. If you have, just tell me yeah. And again, you got to be able to pass it, right? If you're in a course currently, that's fine. Just make sure you tell me, hey, I'm in there, and yes, I plan on passing. And if you haven't taken it, or if you failed it, make sure you let me know, because it's something we're going to have to retake. So let's just start off. So first thing on the checklist is English Comp 1 and English Comp 2. And I know you've taken both of those, so I'm just going to put a check mark there. And then I'm going to do this in this dark color, so that way we know that that's courses we've already taken. Have you taken your computer apps course yet? Yes, you have. So you took the computer apps, so comp apps, and got it. Passed it. Good job. Do you ever take that fine arts elective that we talked about? Well, no, I didn't ever take it. Oh, you haven't taken it yet. Okay, well, do you know what you want to take? Yeah, I was really thinking about doing the music appreciation. Okay, well then let's put you down for this. Music appreciation. All right. So we need to make sure that we take that, and that is I'm going to write down 3 for the number of credit hours. I'm going to do the same for these, so that way we know that how many credit hours they were. 3 for that, and another 3 for that. So that way we can keep up with the number of hours, right? So in the English, you can see that it has requirements already written out for you. That total is a total to 6 hours. The computer apps course is the same thing. It's a 3-hour course. Fine arts, also a 3-hour course. You can either take music appreciation, theater appreciation, or art appreciation. The student just wants to take the music appreciation, but because they haven't taken it yet, I'm writing it in a different color, right? Because color coding things really does help. So let's keep on going. Let's see what else the student has done. All right, so next up is the humanities. This could be foreign languages, histories, literature, or philosophy. The 2 requirements that are on the checklist are World Civ 1 and World Civ 2. Have you taken those yet? Yeah, I have. Okay, cool. So World Civ 1 and World Civ 2, right? We took both of those. They were 3 hours each. We completed both of them, so good job. You see, it says to successfully complete 6 hours. Well, they have. They've done their 6, right? So laboratory sciences. Now, this is going to be a fun one, because obviously with the anything in the medical field, you're going to have a lot of sciences. But because this is Associates of Arts, there's not a whole lot of space, because Usually somebody's doing associates of arts is not going to have to take too many science classes. That's okay, because anything extra that we have taken, which there will be a lot, simply flows over into the electives category. So let's see, okay, first of all, you had to take Bio 1. Yeah, they took that. Bio 1, and that's a 4 credit hours. Did that. Have you taken micro? Yeah, took micro. It's a lab-based science, so it's also going to be a 4. So we took that. Cool. Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and run through the other laboratory sciences. So what else have you taken? Did you take AP1? Yeah, I took that. Okay, cool. I'm going to write it over here in the electives. For the electives, you have to complete a minimum of 20 hours, right? So we're going to put AP1. It was 4 hours, and we got it completed. Have you taken AP2? Well, no, I haven't taken that. Oh, you haven't taken AP2. Okay, well, let's move on to the other color then. So AP2, that's also going to be 4 hours, but we haven't taken it yet. So I'm going to leave it in the, I'm going to leave it in red so that way we know it's a course we have to take. Right? Have you taken your chemistry yet? No, I haven't taken chemistry. Oh, you haven't taken chemistry yet. Okay, well, there's not a whole lot of chemistry 1s offered second semester. There may be 1, maybe 2, so you need to make sure you get into that, definitely. Chem 1. It's going to be 4 hours because it's lab-based. You're going to have a pretty big workload already. Music apps will be pretty easy comparatively than AP1 and Chem 1. So you really got to make sure you get in there and make sure those classes don't conflict with each other. You may have to take a summer course if those conflict. Okay? All right, okay. Okay, cool. All right, so let's keep going. So math, you take your, I took Algebra 1. Okay, so you got algebra, you got your college algebra, so you got college algebra. Did you pass it? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So 3 hours, and we completed that. All right, so HPR courses. What are HPR courses? I don't know how to take those. Cool, you're in band, right? Yeah, I'm in band. Okay, well, band is an HPR class. So is any of the sports classes, dance, anything physical activity. So any of those courses will count. Jogging, walking. You only need 2 credits in it. And for most people, that's pretty easy to get. But because a lot of people here are in sports and activities. But if you're not, then band will count, dance will count. I mean, there's a ton of things that will count, as long as it has the HPR prefix in front of it. So let's just say this person's in band. So band 1, which is 2 hours, 2 credit hours, completes both of these. That's it. You only need 2 hours. Band takes care of that. So band 1. You're also in band 2, right? Okay. Band 2. Another 2 hours completed. And they're in band 3 currently. That's another 2 hours. You plan on being in band next semester? Yeah, I do. Okay, oh cool. We'll put band 4. And notice I wrote it in red because that is a course that they're going to have to take the next semester. All right, did you take public speaking? Yep. Did you pass? I got a B. Okay, good. That's good. Good course. So we'll make sure we know that is, yes, that you completed it. It was a 3-hour course. Okay, so social sciences. So sociology, yep. And did you take psychology? Sure did. Cool. You'll need both of those in order to graduate and to get to where you're going to. But there's other stuff you have to take, though, for nursing. And you took these last semester, didn't you? You took that marriage and family. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. You passed? Yep. All right. How about the human growth and development? Yep. Okay. Pass it? Yep. Okay. Have you taken nutrition yet? Yeah, I took it online. Cool. Nutrition. It is not a lab-based science, but it is a science class. So go ahead and put that down. Give you that check mark. All right, so cool. So we're adding up. We're getting a lot of stuff done. See, let's see what else you got to take it. The sociology, psychology, get your band, your public speaking, HPRs. Okay, so let's see. Looking at the course list. So World Lit. Yep, a minute now. Hey, you like it? Yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay, so World Lit. 1. That's a 3 hours. Got it. Now, you said you're going to USM, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. If you're going to USA, you'd have to have a second World Lit, a World Lit 2. It's a requirement for them. Also, economics is a requirement for them. So you'd have to have those. Not going there? Cool. Okay, cool. So make sure you got everything else. Okay, so you got Comp 1, Comp 2, World Civ 1, World Civ 2, General Biology, Algebra, Psychology, Sociology. You still got to take your chemistry, all right? You got your public speaking out of the way. You got World Lit, A&P 1 out of the way. You got your micro out of the way. Good deal. You got your marriage and your family. You got the only course looks like you're missing other than this, and we talked about it. Did you ever take that stats course? Yeah, I did. Okay, oh, you did. Okay, cool. So we don't need to write that in red because you've already taken it, but you got to have that stats course for that nursing major. So good deal. So we got the computer apps, nutrition. Let's see, you got the PE, you got the human growth and development. We got everything on here. So it looks like next semester, this student would be taking music appreciation. They're taking AP 2, chemistry 1, and band 4. There may be some other stuff that you need to take to make sure you're getting to 15 hours, right? Because right now, the next semester, they'd have 3, 4, 5, and 5 and 8 is 13. So they're actually a couple of hours short of getting full-time if they needed to stay in the dorms, if they get an institutional scholarship like being in band. You have to be at 15 hours plus. So you definitely want to take more course if at all possible. I highly suggest for most of my students, if you're going into this, into nursing, take zoology. I mean, it's a course I teach, so of course I'm going to recommend taking it, but it's a fun course, and it's definitely going to add some comparative information, comparative anatomy to looking at the different varieties of vertebrates. You can take you can take Zo 1. It does the invertebrates, but still it's a really good course to take. Other things you could take would be like, have you taken Spanish? If you're a nursing major and you think at all you're ever going to be working in a hospital, taking Spanish would be a great thing to do. I think that's a really cool idea. Okay, let's put you down for Spanish. So we'll do a foreign language, say Spanish. It's a 3-hour course if you can find one to take. That'd be a good one to take. If not, you can, so you could do zoology. Excuse me. Zo 2, which is a 4-hour, if you wanted to take it. Did you ever take, let's see, you could take another World Lit. You could do a World Lit 2. What are the courses like? I really like history. Okay, you could take another history course. Anything that helps you get to that 15-hour mark at this point is fine, because let's go back and look. You've gotten all the requirements for these fields done. The only field you haven't finished is music apps, that music appreciation course. So that's the only really big one you need. Taking the AP and the chemistry and the band is going to get you to the 20 hours that you need in to complete this. Because let's see, 4, 8, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. At this point, you'll have 20 hours. Everything beyond that 20-hour mark is just extra stuff. You needed some of this to get, not necessarily to graduate, but you need it to get into your program before you're going. So just make sure you get enough courses to where you're going to have 20 hours, which you'll have. Make sure you got to take these courses, definitely. And then I would say to get to your 15 hours, select from any of these courses. Okay, anything. Just again, aim for that 15 plus hours. So that way you can still get your scholarship and stay in the dorms, okay?